Hi there, warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining and watching my views and news. Three news stories. First one is about deadly clash between Fano and military. Dozens have been killed in this deadly clash. The clash was for the control of a strategic town very close to the regional capital, Bahirdar. The town is very strategic. There is a hydro power electric station here, a tourist attraction as well. What happened? Details for in this video. Secondly, Oromia, a region of Ethiopia, where clashes between military and OLA fighters ongoing for several days in southern Oromia. One road connecting Oromia with a neighboring regional state is closed. And thirdly, Somaliland wants to take the matters to International Court of Justice. The dispute with Somalia. What is Somaliland's plan? Why does it want to take the matters to the International Court of Justice? Dr. Isa, Somaliland's foreign minister, disclosed that the man spoke about Ethiopia-Somaliland MoU as well. 2 days. I have a clip for you. Firstly, viewers, deadly clash is between Fano fighters and military for the control of a strategic town close to the regional capital, Bahirdar. This operation reportedly was launched by Fano fighters. Two main Fano groups carried out this operation: South Gondar and Gojam Fano. Then there are different brigades, units within South Gondar, Gojam Fano. From South Gondar and from Gojam, both Fano groups advanced toward this strategic place. And then heavy fighting erupted in and around this strategic place. The place is very strategic. It's close to the regional capital, close to the river. There is a hydro power electric station here, a tourist attraction too. I'm talking about Tis Abbey, a town not far away from the regional capital, Bahirdar. The town and the vicinity of town is a tourist attraction. Blue Nile Falls here. Thousands of people visit this place. Since it's close to the river, that is why there is a hydropower electric station built here too. Now, it is being confirmed to us that Fano fighters tried to take control of the town. Military was fully prepared. Military knew maybe that Fano fighters wanted to storm the town. And by the way, for the last 3 to 4 days, the military has been conducting operations around Bahirdar. Why? Military has realized that if it wants to protect Bahirdar, it will have to push Fano away from Bahirdar. That is why all around Bahirdar, military is conducting operations. It wants to push Fano groups away from Bahirdar. It wants to calm the outskirts of Bahirdar, so that Bahirdar is not under any immediate threat. That is why military was also pushing towards Tisabe to keep Fano fighters away. Fano fighters from Degadimot, Gojam, from Iste, Gondar, South Gondar, moved towards Tisabe. Clashes. Dozens have been killed. Some say hundreds, but I would say dozens. Dozens confirmed at least. Dozens have been killed in this deadly fighting for the control of Tis Abbey town. Military is claiming victory. Military says it is in full control of Tis Abbey. Fano groups have been repelled. Their attack has been repelled. Situation overall very volatile. Since it's a very strategic place, that is why reportedly military made large-scale deployments here. And Fano's attack was a major attack. Several hundred Fano fighters launched this attack reportedly. It was a major push towards Tis Abbey and then maybe towards Bahirdar. Next target was Bahirdar. But military managed to repel the first attack by Fano fighters for the control of Tis Abbey. It is being confirmed to us. How many were killed? As I said, dozens, but difficult to say. difficult to tell the exact numbers. Uh, Bahirdar is the stated goal of Fano fighters. They want to take control of Bahirdar. They're carrying out probing attacks, hit-and-run attacks, attacks on militia members, police stations. One day they want to control Bahirdar. So they have their presence around Bahirdar. Will military be able to push them away from Bahirdar? That remains to be seen. Secondly, viewers, Oromia, southern Oromia, where clashes between the Oromo Liberation Army and Ethiopian military have been ongoing for several days now. I did a video around a week ago. I told you about the closure of a road linking Guji with a neighboring regional state of Ethiopia. The road is still closed. Gilana district. It's in West Guji zone. And here the road connecting this zone, Guji, with Amhara, which is in neighboring regional state, is closed for several days. Why? Because of fighting here. In Gilana, everything is to a standstill reportedly. Educational activities, healthcare services suspended. Fighting not only around but in Gilana as well. Military claims it wants to clear the area. But military has been making this claim for several days. By the way, when OLA fighters closed the road a few days ago, there was no END affair. Road remained closed for several days. I did a video on that. Then military launched a counter-offensive to open the road. So far, road is not open. Road is still closed, pointing towards the gravity of the situation. Last night in live chat, people asked questions. Said, Sajid, you're not covering Oromia as much as you're covering Amhara region, but whatever is happening, it's happening in Amhara. Main push of military offensive is against Fano, not against OLA. The way fighting is ongoing in Amhara, you cannot compare this intensity with the intensity of fighting between OLA and military in Oromia. Oromia is a big region, a large regional state, and the clashes between OLA and military ongoing here for decades. But I only cover major developments. Whenever OLA carries out a big attack, when a military launches a major operation, I always report about that. So far, the main push of the military offensive is against Fano in Amhara, not in Oromia against OLA, but in southern Oromia, clashes ongoing, heavy clashes for several days. Thirdly, your Somaliland dispute is going to be decided by International Court of Justice, it seems. Dr. Isa Kay, the Somaliland's Minister of Foreign Affairs, he is on a foreign visit. He's visiting France and the UK. Obviously, he's there to raise the issue of Somaliland's recognition. An unrecognized self-declared country. Somalia says Somaliland is part of Somalia. Internationally, Somaliland is not recognized. It's not a country. It is regarded a part of Somalia. The recent MoU between Ethiopia and Somaliland has helped Somaliland in internationalizing its case for recognition. Now, some countries are considering, or you can say they're discussing, the pros and cons of recognizing Somaliland as a country. So this is a big achievement from Somaliland's perspective. But Somalia has also launched a very effective diplomatic campaign. US, EU, UN, African Union, Arab League, IGAD, all have issued statements backing Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. That is why Ethiopia-Somaliland MoU, its implementation has been delayed. It was signed the 1st of January, no signs of full implementation so far. Rather, Bloomberg claims Ethiopia is considering withdrawal from one clause that is about recognition, But Somaliland says if no recognition, no naval base would be given to Ethiopia. Now, Dr. Issa, while he was in France, told some journalists there that Somaliland was planning to go to International Court of Justice to protect its sovereignty, which is being violated by Somalia. Let's see, will Somaliland take the matter of its recognition to International Court of Justice or not? If it happens, by the way, it would be a positive development. I think Somalia and Somaliland should sort out their differences through dialogue, through negotiations, or through some legal channels. If the matter is taken to ICJ, it would be good for the people of both sides, because Somalia wants to stop Ethiopia-Somaliland MoU. It is interfering in Somaliland. It is backing elements, armed groups in Somaliland. Somaliland will do the same as well. We saw what happened in Somalia's airspace a few days ago. Air traffic communications were disrupted. Somalia accused Somaliland authorities of disrupting air traffic communication in Somalia's airspace. Somaliland accused Somalia of violating Somaliland's airspace. So the situation is tense. That is why best solution lies in some decision by International Court of Justice. Though internationally, again, I would say Somaliland is not a country. It's part of Somalia, but it has been existing as a separate entity for around 3 decades now. Let's see, will Somaliland walk its talk? Will it seek the support of ICJ for this conflict resolution? That remains to be seen. I have a clip for you of Somaliland's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Issa. The clip is 3 days old, and you can hear what he said about Ethiopia, that if Ethiopia does not recognize Somalia as a country, Ethiopia won't gain access to the sea in terms of establishing a naval base in Somaliland. Watch the clip. Thank you for watching.
arintii heshiiskii Somaliland iyo Ethiopia wada galeen MoU-ga hawshiisii halkay marayso isagana haddaad in yaro kooban noo sheegto.
MoU-ga aynu saxeexnay imika waxa public ah 3 item. Number 1, haddii ay Ethiopia aqoonsan weydo right away marka ugu horeysaba annaguna siin mayno base, siin mayno naval base, siin mayno.